That was freaking weird. Hi everyone, my name is Jenna, and I just pressed start streaming on OBS and then it like glitched for a second and I was like, what's happening? So here we are. What the frick was that? Not my own stream getting an ad. Anyway, hi, I'm a little stressed right now because I did not prep. Holy fuck, I did not prep in advance. Like, I bossed last night and I did not prep familiars. So that's where I'm at right now. So that is fun. Save, alright. I'm hoping that I can find a map, an open map, a 1.5 map in order to train today, but if there isn't one, I'm just gonna go for 1.4. I feel like that is the best plan of attack. Also, if it wasn't clear, I'm playing MapleStory again because goodbye 2x drop. You were loved and really appreciated and probably one of the most used item in the game, but you know, next time pop off and your lies. A company that lies. A company that says they're gonna be transparent and then lies. Do we stand? I don't know if we do. Also, I'm running out of Legion wealth, so it's literally gonna be like an hour and a half. Or it's only gonna be 30 minutes without it, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. And it seems like I cannot find a map, so that's great for me. You know, the issue that I'm having is that I wake up early, but like I work out and I have things to do in the morning before I can like hop on this game, and it's a detriment to my progress. I've decided to just settle on 1.4 if everything just doesn't work out. I don't give a shit about like anything. I'm gonna be training. I'm gonna be streaming and training right now, so. God, this is painful. All the people just like getting the maps. I can't imagine if I was on like a server that actually had people though. Like, can you imagine? Alright, I'm gonna go to 1.4. Fuck it. I can't. That is painful. Like, literally every map was taken. Oh god. I don't know my perfect rotation here at... Oh god, I don't even have fucking drop gear on. Am I okay? I don't know my perfect rotation at 1.4, so we're gonna figure this out together. I'm kind of stressed because at like within 30 minutes of me ending my stream, like today, my friend is going to pick me up and we're gonna go roller skating. So that is fun. Shoot, not those. Alright, I have extra item drop on, so it should be fine. Alright, I'm just waiting for my seller to respond. Hopefully they do, or else I'm just gonna have to buy from some other seller that I would prefer not to buy from. Alright, we're just gonna fucking struggle right now. Oh, there they go. And here comes like whatever this stream is. 20 minutes. Alright. I was really good last night. I was like, after I ended my stream, I took an hour break because I was just like exhausted. I don't know. I got like heat flashes, hot flashes. So I was like, I think I need to take a break, which is usually not my cup of tea. I usually go for like 8 hours straight or something like that because I have things to do outside of the parameters of like spending all day rotating between like playing Maple and not playing Maple. Yeah, I just had things to do and I was like, nope, I'm I'm gonna be doing that instead. I think I'm gonna put Lucid up here because I have issues reaching that. Did I fucking not put... Oh, I just happened to kill enough. And then do that here. I think that's... I keep falling off. Okay. Okay. Love that for me. Anyway. Let me get situated and then play some music because I added new songs to my freaking copyright free playlist. So we should be good. Anyway, hi everyone. I had a pretty good workout right now. So I'm in good spirits. I felt like it was one of those outer bodily experiences where like my body is like actually working hard, but then my face and my eyes were not awake. So it was a lot. Oh shoot, I need to figure out when to gather money. Also, I'm gonna fucking use Sherbert right now because we cannot. I accidentally used him, so we're gonna deal with it. This is actually more useful on this map anyway. I'm gonna presume we do this. Oh, I already used it? It's fine. I just need a buff? It's fine. Echoed? That's fine. Oh my god, I'm a literal fucking mess. I did not prep in advance. Like yesterday I prepped in advance to train, like, and basically be on standby. Oh shoot, I should have done it like that. Oh shoot, I just put the wrong thing down. I love that for me. Like, why would I need the bubble here? It's fine. And I'm not using my familiars. It's fucking fine. Everything's okay. Holy shit. I'm such a mess. Let's see. It's only been like 7 minutes. We can recover. We can recover, folks. Actually, it's probably been like 4 minutes. I'm definitely not killing fast enough here, but whatever. Yikes. My Dominator pendant gave me 2k stat and I took it off. So it's definitely much slower, but I exchanged it for item rate? I don't know. You know what? You know what? Fuck the EXP. We're taking it off. We're taking the jewels off, darling. Fuck the EXP, man. Ruined my rotation. As if I had one. Hello, can I stop being attacked, please? Oh. Whoops, I'm an idiot. I love not knowing where any of the keys on my keyboard are. I just love that for me so much. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like this morning was already a lot. Like, I set an alarm for like 8:30, which I did wake up to, and I was like, you know what? My parents are still up, and I just don't want to like bother them, like as I'm getting ready. And then like probably 20 minutes later, I hear like a bunch of sirens, and as you all know, or can hopefully not, probably can tell from my streams that a lot of sirens come by my streams, and I just like never heard this many sirens at once. I was like, is this a car chase right now? Like, that's what it sounded like. But I didn't bother to look because I was like, okay, it just passed by my house, so I'm going back to bed until 9 o'clock. And that's the story. A car chase at 8 AM. At least in my mind, it was a car chase. No, I didn't buff either. I didn't set up Sherbert for auto buff. I need sharp eyes. Eek. Don't mind me. Everyone just like struggling as painfully, struggling so painfully actually. At least I'm noticing, like, in advance. That's something. Alright, that's good enough. Why did I hit the wrong key? Anyway. Well, this is like, I'm usually not on the internet at this hour, so I'm like, whoa. I literally like had a whole productive day. What is this? What is this sensation of like, wow, it's not the afternoon? Wow. Also, I did not check on my stream audio, but I'm just gonna presume that it's fine. Also, this is so much easier now that I have a VacPet on. Yeah, very, very convenient. I feel like it doesn't seem like I'm making as much money, but I am, I think. I bossed last night, so I actually don't know how much money I started out with. And I'm not running a battle analysis because I'm not. I feel like once you start obsessing over numbers, like that kind of goes for everything, like social media, like holy fuck, can I just stop being pushed off? Social media, just like any numbers really, unless it's like your job, like you're a data analyst, which is funny because I was like basically like a person who worked with data a lot, but not like data analyzing. It was more like just like, well, it was more so for research purposes, but what I'm trying to say is that numbers can be like, you can get obsessed over numbers, and I don't want to be obsessed. I just feel like that's just not healthy. Holy fuck, you're supposed to like go to the edge as a Pathfinder, and I do not. I keep getting like either fall or I'm way too short because you need to get to like the very edge as a Pathfinder. As long as my familiars stay up, I should be fine. And as long as I'm keeping track of my timer on my phone, I should be fine. We got 10 minutes. I just fucking realized I should probably change out familiars, huh? Oh no, we're good. We're good. Am I functioning for once? I think I am. Anyway, I feel like I'm like so scatterbrained right now, and I need to like calm down. Also, if you meet me in real life and you know me around like 9 a.m., this is usually not my energy. My energy is usually very, very chill at this time. Or actually it's like 11. Okay, if you meet me at like 7 a.m., my energy is very chill. I'm afraid. Everything's stopped moving for a second. I'm afraid. That was weird. Oh, please buff, please buff. Did I echo earlier? Yes, I did. I also did not pilot like these songs that I'm listening to. I'm like, you know what? SoundCloud playlist, whatever has copyright free music, that's the one. That's like not getting caught by DMCA. That's the one. I think yesterday I mentioned how like I feel like there should be like different labor laws in place, and I feel like that is one of them. Like, or not, excuse me, not labor laws, internet laws. Like I feel like didn't the person who like wrote the DMCA like laws, like wasn't it in the 90s or something? And we're in the age of social media, which is, I would say, probably like a 2000s situation. Like ever since the 2000s, it's like, you know, at the height of whatever social media is. I actually don't know if it can grow more than this, because I feel like it's hard. I feel like it's very hard to like make a successful app that will be like everyone's staple. Like, hey, have you heard of TikTok and not Musically? You know? Which is crazy to me that I'm like, what, Musically? Musically died so that TikTok could run. Put that bubble there. And then do that here. Oh, and then I buff. Okay, okay. Is this the first time I'm actually doing a rotation correctly? Perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Is this stream even valuable in the sense of like, well, I normally stream at 4 p.m. today. I was gonna say tonight, but I guess in the afternoon. Uh, excuse me, what is this? An Inari bot? I don't know. All I saw was Bell. Anyway, this is gonna be the last time that I have a 2x drop card. Because I cannot train before the event ends. Or, excuse me, before the maintenance. I believe it's tomorrow, right? I don't know what time, but it would literally mean like tonight everyone's on training and just trying to grind and do fucking hell, man. Next time I get kicked off like of that platform, I'm gonna scream. I have the song twice. I'm screaming! I hate that. I fucking hate that. Oh, I just realized I have a bunch of like Forbearians on, and then these are just all Ascendians. It's fine. I need Ascendians. It's fine. But I forgot my train of thought because I was just so like upset that I fell. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I stay low, bro. Oh, the bubble didn't come up. Because I think the cooldown takes too long. I should went for buff duration. Not all of my friends also training. Oh my god. Hi stream from Bree. Oh my god. Honestly, typing's hard. Typing is hard right now. Oh my god, typing is so hard. Anyway, what just happened? Like, honestly, if someone KS's me, like, I really don't notice until like much later because I'm too busy like usually watching a TV show or like a movie or something. Mainly a movie. Like yesterday, it takes me so long to watch a movie as well. Like I always pause in the middle of like my movie whenever I'm streaming or not streaming, excuse me. Whenever I train in MapleStory because like if it's around the time where I need to like swap out coupons or something, I just pause so then I don't like get too focused on the TV show or the movie, whatever. Yeah, so it basically took me like 4 hours to it probably took me 3 hours and 30 minutes to watch Fantastic Beasts 2. Last night anyway. Yeah, it took a while. I'm also going just for money right now, so if any of my friends are watching and are like, oh my god, EXP please. Yeah, no, we're going for money. Because isn't that the point of like drop? Oh my gosh, congrats, Bree! Love the sirens in the song. Definitely not like being me being like, oh, is that like actually a siren coming by? Oh my god, congrats Bree on big gains. Wow, wow. Everyone congrats her. Best Evan. You know, I feel like GG's. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, 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 Nick. I've never called you Nicholas before, but here I am. Best Evan ever's told. Yes, yes. Are you still at work? Or probably close to getting off work right now, right? Or actually you work pretty early. You work at like 5 AM, right? Also, me calling you Nicholas is like me referring to my friend Sin as Cynthia, like by her full name, like just randomly. Like all of a sudden I just start like referencing her as Cynthia and I was like, who am I? Working still, getting off in an hour. And you started at 6 or 5? Whoa. That's a pretty long work day, actually. You different is all the same to me? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. Some people like saying Nicholas out loud. Nikolai. Nikolai? Next thing you know, someone's gonna just call you Niklas or something. Okay, honestly, y'all, I have been really intrigued by rewatching the Vampire Diaries. I'm like, do I rewatch that show? It's one of my favorite shows of like all time, even though it's a very sloppy show and like, well, not sloppy, but like the beginnings, like the show aired in what, 2009, 2011, and I'm like very interested in like rewatching it again. But there's like so many seasons, and I just, it's kind of a lot. You come to terms that Nicholas is kind of grown, and you don't mind. What? Why do you need a grown name? What? Nothing about names suffice in adulthood. Like what? Like it's your name. But yeah, 10 hours here or more sometimes, plus you added hours to your Fridays and Sunday. Oh my god. Hopefully you get like good breaks or like good pay or something. Hopefully you get all of it. I'm hoping for the best for you. Okay, do that, jump over here. Then I do this. Oh, didn't go off. That's fine. My timer went off. That's cool. And I fucking did the wrong one. It's fine. Honestly, I know that the pink bubble is the better bubble for Pathfinders. I know everyone. If you're a MapleStory person, I know. But it's just easier for me to hit the yellow one, like based on my key bindings. And like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm not gonna be training like as crazy as I am right now anytime soon. So I'm literally using every single drop coupon that I have in my inventory. Like, I have no drop coupons left in my, oh, excuse me, wealth coupons. What am I listening to? How, did Taeyong get like a feature or something? I think he did. You used to dislike how long your name sounded as a kid, so hearing it now sounds nice. Nicholas? I mean, I knew several Nicholases and Nicks in my life. It's a pretty common name, I would say. So I'm pretty used to growing up with people who like differentiated like that. I don't know. Like people who have like biblical names, it's just like I'm just used to like all of it, all of the names. I'm pretty sure Nicholas is one of them. I say this as I don't know anything about anything, but I'm pretty sure. Like just like how Aaron is a name, like John. Other names that I just can't think of right now because it's like not my religion. Wait, what's happening? Why is this song actually kind of good? I'm hoping. See, the thing is, I don't really know these songs, so I'm hoping that none of these are actually his, like songs that make it into the NCT albums, or I guess his solo albums, because he has solo music now. I actually really don't like his solo music. Like, why is he singing when he's like one of the best rappers I know? If anyone's interested, I'm listening to Taeyong's SoundCloud. Oh, this is good. Vibes are good. Also, Nick, just let me know what you prefer as like what you would want to be called. And how do you get away with like popping into streams during work? Like what? I feel like I want to say in like 3 hours I'm gonna crash like mentally and physically, and that's gonna be fun because I'm gonna be roller skating, so that's gonna be fun. And I have to be on edge because I'm gonna teach my friend how to roller skate. But they know how to ride a skateboard, and I feel like if you can ride a skateboard, you can roller skate. Because honestly, sometimes like if I'm going around like a turn and I don't feel like having good technique, I just like push myself as if you would on a skateboard. Like just literally like kick. Like I don't know if it's goofy or regular. Like sometimes I just do that. Oh, that sounds backwards. What does? Oh, let me do this. Change familiars. Ooh. Okay, the song slap. If you know how to skateboard, you should know how to rollerblade. Roller skate, not rollerblade. When I say roller skate, I'm talking about quads. I feel like I've met so many people that like get them confused, and I'm like, is this just an interchangeable term? Because then a lot of people are like inlines are like quads, and I'm like, I've never used the term rollerblading when referring to roller skating. You know, like I feel like blade thinks of knives, and knives are like inline. I don't know. That's how my brain associates it. Also, I'm so sorry for having Maple Guide open. I don't know if that triggers people. I'm sure it does. Ooh, this song is... I'm into it. Oh my god. Do y'all have like stories of like when y'all learned how to ride a bike? I remember being in high school and we had these like... I don't even know. They were like dance it was like a class, like what year you were in, like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. But they were like dance competitions that my school held every year, and like it's not even just like a singular situation. It's like the entire like class comes and joins and like tries to like aid by like painting backdrops or like learning choreography, and like a lot of leadership skills that were made there. And I remember being there, and like a fellow friend who, I don't think I ever saw her. Oh wait, she did dance, but she didn't know how to ride a bike, and we were just like teaching her, like as we were like on break. All four wheels are in line on a blade. That's what I think of. Is that not like? I genuinely feel like that's like, you know, it's similar. Blade. Inline. I don't know. Because I feel like when people rollerblade, it seems so serious. Like y'all are going fast, like zooming, like you are coming down a hill very fast, and you're an Aries, and like you're willing to like break all your bones, you know? I do not want to break all my bones, so that's not me. Damn. I realized I probably should have opened Ascendions. I'm gonna open some Ascendions right now. Let's do 10. 10 Ascendions, because I'm probably gonna get a whole bunch here. Okay, for Baryon. Ugh, I go back and forth between, oh, I need Ascendions, and then I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna use Forbearians. If you speak Maple, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how many friends are like watching. I don't know if anyone here like watches, like plays Maple Story, honestly. Roller skating is the dance. The dance? I feel like you probably dance on rollerblades as well. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you can dance on anything, then like props to you, you know? I've seen some people on rollerblades do the same type of dances that are featured on rollerblades, or excuse me, roller skates. Not as cool as the quad skates though. Okay, to be fair, like just the look, like the aesthetic, actually, now that I think about it, this brand I follow, I was gonna like say their name, but then I'm like, is that a shout out? Like, I'm not being paid. So, this brand I follow makes quads and inlines, and they've made like really cute inline ones. But I feel like the general, whenever I think of rollerblades, I think of black ones that are like sporty looking, and I'm just like, oh. I've seen those type of people like do the same dance moves. I was gonna say, like, before that, like, my actual thing was like, oh, well, roller skates have a certain design on them that, like, just makes it look more aesthetic in my opinion, but then, again, I remember that brand. Alright, I'm 30 minutes in and I'm exhausted. I don't want to do this anymore. Why the fuck am I doing this? Not the streaming part, it's the playing Maple Story part. I could have easily just moved my stream schedule to like Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. But I've chosen hell. I don't know why. Yeah, I really don't. Well, I do. Well, why me changing my mind so quickly? The thing is, I really don't have to play Maple Story, and yet I chose so. Is this what Maple Addiction is like? Just like waking up at certain times, just like playing your day around like training Maple Story. Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. I thought you wanted drops. Yeah, I do. I wanted the Mesa drop. So then I can like have some money in the game for a little bit before I train again and like spend it all. It's very quickly to spend the Mesos in this game. Since I use it for NX items, since you don't have to like spend NX to get NX items. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we're doing another 10-minute. You just want to Pokemon Unite, new Pokemon drop? Oh, which ones? Actually, I have not kept up ever since I just like popped into the game like not too long ago, and I was like, hey friends, on voice chat, come and play Pokemon Unite with me if you like League, kind of. I'm very bad at Pokemon Unite, holy. You know, I really just stuck to Slowbro and like never found a different, like, I was gonna say champion, but a different Pokemon that I like. I don't know. So because I like really like Slowbro, when I was in New York I bought like a Slowbro Pikachu plushie. Because if there is a Pokemon Center and a Nintendo store, I will be there shopping always. Fits for a Sylveon and Greninja and a Steel Sniper. Okay, you didn't have to add the adjectives. Duraludon. Honestly, the thing about Pokemon is that like, it could be butt ugly, but like, if the stats are good, if the typing is good, then it becomes like a popular Pokemon. Because I was like, Duraludon is not my fave, like aesthetically, but it's kind of sick. Despite that $450 Slowpoke plushie, excuse me, if anything, I'm gonna get the $450 Lucario plushie. I just wanted it so badly. Please, E-Boss, please. Get away from me. Oh my god. No. No, I can't. This is painful. If any of my friends are listening, you're all welcome to like come and kill. That one's sold out. They have a lot of Slowpokes though. I don't know, Slowpoke's not even my favorite Pokemon at all, like at all. Something about the original design of it creeps me out. Like honestly, like I don't like the idea of like two symbiotic beings like, I don't know, suddenly attaching to Slowbro and then like, or Slowpoke, and then like they just merge to become a different Pokemon. Like who's the one really in control? Is it the tail? Is it Slowpoke? Something about it like bothers me a lot. But you know, I try not to think about it too much. Yeah, and also in Sword and Shield they're like fast. Like Slowbros are fast, which, or Slowpokes are fast, which has ruined the entire concept of the entire franchise, I feel. Mother Nature apparently? What does that mean? What the fuck am I listening to? Holy, 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 holy. I was like, why am I listening to Hei-chan? Like, he's not allowed on this playlist. Like, I don't know if his music's copyrighted, so he's not allowed. Oh, Bubbles cooldowning on cooldown. Oh, English hard. You all know, like when you like fake having bad grammar for like a meme's sake. Like I was gonna say I stream, but then I was like, who am I? Am I saying this as a joke or do I mean it seriously? So then I changed my Instagram story to be like, oh, I'm streaming at 11. I was just like, identity crisis here. She's in charge of Slowbros and Cloysters merging. You mean, it's probably, you know, the god of all Pokemon, Arceus. He's probably the one that was like up to that. Actually, I don't want to be spoiled by Legends Arceus, but I'm like taking the game so fucking slow and I can't watch any Legends Arceus content because then I'm gonna be spoiled. But then I'm like, why the fuck do Dialga and Palkia look like that? Like, why? Why? Like, I'm screaming. When I saw those spoilers, I was just like, what the fuck? Especially Palkia. Like, what did you do to Palkia? Like, why? Why? It's a fucking bird. Why did you merge a bird? Like, Palkia's basically a bird. Like, a bird with a horse. Like a deer or like some four-legged animal. Like, that's just demonic. Like, you just chopped off the wings of a bird and and like kept the rest of it. I just very painful, very painful. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking about like maybe I should like stream Legends Arceus every day again, like how I did with Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, I'm not even done with that game. There's not enough days in the week. I could stream for longer, but like my attention span. Yeah, I don't know why they thought their primal forms would look close to that. I just don't understand like the concept of like god or like legendary Pokemon changing. Like, can you imagine if your religious figures just all of a sudden like change figures? Like, I don't think that's how that works. Like, I think whatever image you have of your god is how the image stays. Among Us? Hello, Barca. Hello. What's happening? Isn't it? Wait, what day is it? It's a Tuesday. Shouldn't you be like at school or something? I don't know. Unless you have a break at like 11. And why is Arceus the same? I guess the main god is the same. Didn't you play it? Did you not play Legends Arceus, Nick? Like, the only thing I could presume is like maybe like God wanted to like split like into time and like space, I don't know. Getting bullied from watching stream again. I'm just asking questions. I'm posing questions. How are you, by the way? Did you see my tweets? Did you fucking see my tweets? I mega regret. Mega regret. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even say anything like strange. I was just like, oh, hello. Like, hi. I don't know why I decided to send it at 4 AM and then like wake up at 9 AM and I expect a response, you know? Like, what? You did play, you just have questions. Oh yeah, I have questions too. Also, I don't know why I've been just like tweeting about every time I watch Harry Potter. Like every time I watch something from the Harry Potter series, I'm like tweeting apparently. Actually, I feel like I do that a lot with the movies I'm watching while playing MapleStory, but I made an entire thread about the second Fantastic Beasts movie. Also, you have like, there's no classes during finals week. Oh, right. You said you have an exam today, right? The issue is that I keep mixing up my days. Like yesterday, I thought today was Saturday. So my concept of time is like all gone. I need Dialga in my life or something. Yeah, I need Dialga in my life. Also, if they're the gods of space and time, like shouldn't Dialga be able to like change time? I don't know. Your final is asynchronous, so you can take it whenever today. Ooh, are you prepared? Do you feel confident in your abilities to do well? Imagine if someone was like confident about taking an exam. Cannot relate. But I don't know, I'd rather have those people like do well, but then like versus people who don't study at all and then they do well. I hate those people. I grew up with a person who was like really smart, like really smart. Like, she was valedictorian at my high school when I graduated, and she was one of those people. She was like, I didn't study for the exam, and I'm like, okay, it's because you have a naturally like smart brain, unlike people like us who have to try. Like literally, she would like get 100 on an exam, 100, and like I remember in high school there was a teacher that would curve the exam to the highest score, but then she would get 100, and everyone would be like, "Bitch!" Like, let me set a timer. You fucked up yesterday and didn't realize gym closed early, so you had like half. You had to half as the end of at the end of your workout. See, you could have just, you know, left early in advance, like we suggested. But thank you, I really appreciate that you stayed and like hung out. I really appreciate that. But honestly, if the gym was probably free, I'm pretty sure you would have had like at least some more workouts in, like instead of like waiting for whatever machine you're waiting for, machine workout equipment you're waiting for. Also, that's wild to me that a gym closes at 8 o'clock. That's like really wild to me because I know a lot of people that like used to work out at like 1 a.m. in the morning, including me. Like, not at the gym, but like sometimes every now and then I'll like, if I need to work out in the like, if I need to work out but I need to, what is it, be somewhere all day. Sometimes I used to like double workout. I would like work out, let's say like at 10, 11, and then at night I would work out again to make up for like the next day's loss. Who was I? I'm not that person anymore. I'm just like, okay, I'll just skip whenever I want to, which isn't a lot actually. Every time I do skip, I'll just like work out on my supposed rest day. So that is my story about working out, and I'm just surprised your gym closes at 8. Like what? I don't even think my university gym closed at 8. But maybe it's COVID times are different. You know, COVID's more rampant at night apparently. Just wow. Please, can I stop getting knocked off? I hate. I wish the platform was a little bit longer. That would be like fucking perfect for me. Gosh, whoever like, do game developers or actually do the Nexon designers, like people who design the maps in the game, like realize like no one gives a shit about like your big maps unless you're like, I don't know how many people benefit from like a big map, because people who like, I feel like a small map, a condensed map can benefit everyone, which is why 1.5 is fucking full, so I have to be at this map. You woke up 10 minutes ago, like 10 minutes ago? The question still stands. Are you feeling confident about like your exam though? Also, you didn't like wake up early to catch a stream, right? Because I was like, oh yeah, I'm streaming at like 11. I mentioned that yesterday. Dedicated. Lamau, no, yes. I hope you're like waking up to study at least. Study, take a electrolyte drink, a caffeinated drink of your choice. Increase that heart rate before your exam for some reason. Oh my god, I just remembered something. I was like looking through my photo album, and I don't know if you all know, but recently I have been trying to like clear out my photo album, hence which is why I'm posting on Instagram a lot more. Like basically every day. I've been posting every day for a little bit. But I was looking at this photo that I took of like my online exam once, because I was just so appalled by the answers, and I was just like, wow, am I in a gender studies course, like a psychology gender studies course, or what? Because like the questions were so funny. I think I might post it on my Instagram story later, because I was just like, I don't even know the answer to this, because all of them are kind of funny. I don't know if I got it correct or not. You don't need to do that. Your anxiety is already increasing your heart rate. Oh, same. But you know, to stay awake. Have you all ever seen like someone who falls asleep during an exam? Those people are wild to me. Like fall asleep mid exam and then they like continue on. I mean, I've also met people who are epileptic. What is it? What is it called? Narcolepsy? What's the adjective of that? Either way, people who just like fall asleep like suddenly. I've met people like that in my life. It's really tough on them. Now I'm curious. What's the word? Not me typing my freaking passcode wrong like 3 times in a row. Well, at least I said the right word, narcolepsy. Narcoleptic? Is that? Anyway, I digress. You all understand. But this person that I saw like that was falling asleep was actually a person I knew, and it was like a stats class. Like you kind of need all the amount of time if you're like doing statistics by hand. Like you know how fucking like literally like Excel and like data programs like do all that math for you. Like why do I have like what is the point of me doing this by hand? Because like it could take up like an entire piece of paper. It's literally like calculus. Basically all advanced math are like the same at a higher level. Anyway, shoutouts to those people. I'm sure people also fell asleep. I feel like that scenario probably occurred more often in COVID though, like mid-exam you're just falling asleep. Unless you're being observed by a proctor? Is that the terminology? I never had to do that. I just took an online quiz and like said okay. Me just making sure that this isn't on the album. Actually, now that I think about it, college students are just tired, y'all. Like, college students are like the extent of like humanity. The fact that like students can just run on like very few hours of sleep, like just do all these things. I used to like, if you think I don't sleep now, like I used to really not sleep in university. Like I had 2 jobs. I was doing like 2 internships. I also was volunteering. I had a relationship. Like what was happening? How did I thrive? How did I do that? These are the questions. I was once superhuman and now I'm not. Which is why aliens cannot take me. Sounds like you had full days. Yeah, I really did. Hello, Luigi. How are you? Wow, everyone's just up right now. Nice to see you all earlier in the day. I was gonna say early, but it's not that early. It's like almost midday. I went to bed at like 4 a.m. I woke up at 9. No, actually I probably went to bed at like 4:30 because I was bossing and then like I had to take off my makeup. Pain. Why did I even bother doing that? I thought I would be in bed earlier, honestly, but it's fine. Honestly, it was because if I didn't have that like 1 hour setback in the fact of like I was not feeling well at the end of my stream, I think I would have probably been in bed at like maybe not 4, but like at 2. Yeah. But you know what? I'm fine. I'm reliving that life of like I can function on no sleep. Why do I feel like my drop is not dropping? Is my backpack just too powerful? I think it is, actually. I'm just gonna presume that I'm getting some money. I'm gonna presume that. I have no reason why I should presume that, considering I'm at a different map than I was yesterday. But I'm hoping for the best. Yeah, you're up till 4, but you got up at 10:30. That's not that bad. 6 hours? That's like vibing. I think anything under 5 is like, okay. You have a lack of sleep. Oh my god, I was just thinking like, huh. Being a nurse and being a doctor, I'm telling people like, hey, you need more sleep, or like, hey, this, and I'm like, do you even do that yourself, doc? That thought just hit me. I'm like, I know various college students in the medical field that are not sleeping or eating well. So, mm. Also, I don't know if you all had this feeling if you went to university or not, but like, or just like envious of someone. I was very envious of a certain major, and that major would be kinesiology. I was very envious of those people because my dear friend, like would take so many exercise courses. Like they would have swimming and then they would have tennis back to back. Like those are the classes they would have. And I'm like, I'm out here like studying for my exam that I'm like stressed out for, and you're, yeah, you are swimming. So nice. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do, logic. Yeah. What are prime examples anymore? Also, if anyone's playing MapleStory, don't forget to finish off your choo-choo coins. Might as well spend it. Oh shit. Oh wait, is the compensation? No, the event's ending tomorrow. 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 Or today? I feel like the shops will still stay open. I don't fucking know. If I miss the coins, I miss the coins. Cause definitely after I finish streaming, I need to go. I need to like get ready to like go out. Why did I pack such a like busy schedule today? I'm not sure. Also, I started doing this thing ever since I stream music on my streams where I only have one headphone in because I feel like I really can't hear myself with two, and I'm like trying to play the volume at a certain like level. uh I'm actually like appreciating the music that I'm listening to. I'm like, oh, I've never heard this song before, even though I definitely have, like in passing, but like not fully like cognitively process the song. So I'm like, oh, these songs are good. Shouts to me for picking a playlist that I thought I would like, and I end up actually liking them. Oh shit. Damn, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go here. Nope, no bubble. Hit all the keys. Honestly, if I use guild skills, that would be big brain, right? It would be also big brain to like change link skills. Not link skills, excuse me. Change familiars as well. If only I had a big brain. I'm using all of them, fuck it. Like, I only have an hour left in my stream. Oh shit, no, I don't want that. Okay, we're a little messy. We're high-key messy, but it's okay. Also, I can't tell if I've been having like good or bad back posture recently whenever I play this game. It's all really about like my chair length or my chair height and also my desk height. And then also like if my feet are touching the floor, because I feel like your body balances everything out once your feet are on the floor. And but then I sit cross-legged a lot, but then I still have like a straight back, so I don't know. Sitting's so hard. I wish I figured out how to sit as a kid. I'm trying to be more conscious and cognitive of, or conscientious of the fact that I don't want to slouch. I don't want to slouch anymore. Like, especially when walking or just presenting yourself. I saw this thing on Amazon where like it kind of like holds your back straight, not your back, but like it pushes your shoulders back so that you don't end up like slouching, so you have good posture. But I'm just doing my best. I'm gonna try, do whatever. You slouch too. I'm trying not to slouch. It's the thing, like in university I used to always wear like a back brace and have really good posture. I call it a back brace, but it was really like a waist trainer. But like whenever I say that, there's like different like verbiage and implications that come with a waist trainer, right? It just happens that a waist trainer is like thin enough to go under clothes and like unintentionally like keeps your back straight. So that's really why I had it. Because I've had like other back braces, like things that like hold your stomach or hold your back together, and they're like really bulky, and I didn't want that. Anyway, I used to have that and wear it every day, and I do not anymore ever since quarantine started. And I'm like, maybe I should wear that regularly again, like regularly. But then the thing is, you can't really like twist a certain way when you wear those. And also, I wear crop tops a lot. I'm a true like beach person. So whenever I wear a crop top, obviously I'm not wearing that. So I'm the creator of my own problems. Oh, is my friend gonna KS me? Because that would be very mean. Oh my god, I don't know if you all keep up with MapleStory content at all. People who just watch my streams, but what in the heck is MapleStory doing? What is Nexon doing? They freaking partnered up with a Blackpink member to basically promote the game. Like they got BTS and they got Blackpink. Like what is happening in this goddamn day? Like I also think it's funny the fact that like Jin quit the game because he got so frustrated with the game. I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, that is a true Mapler right there. But we got Jisoo as the new ambassador, but then also we have, what is it? Nexon approved phone cases, and I was like, this is a lot, and they're ugly as well. Like, can you get a better graphics designer team? I don't know. I mean, I guess they're fine, but it's just so like, okay, I guess. I truly guess, like, it's okay. I don't know, I just really hated the graphic designs on the phone cases. They have money for sure. I don't know. Like, this is the issue with capitalism, man. Like, they view all of their clients as cash cows, and that's not how it should work at all. At all. They're really jeopardizing on people's addiction and like addiction to gambling, addiction to like spending money, like addiction to shopping. And is that a healthy thing? No. Thank you for the ASMR Hydrate, stretch, and posture check combo. The Barca combo. Okay, let me stretch first. Okay, I fell in game. Okay, now the posture. Recently, I've been trying to figure out how to do a back bend, like full on, like standing position into a back bend. And if y'all have ever tried that, I feel like I'm like about to break my wrist from like weight balance. Not even from roller skating, just like breaking my wrist. Oh, my friend's rolling boxes? Hopefully she got something good. Oh wait, I should set a timer for, what does that say? 18? 17? Holy fuck, I am not keeping up my rotation as I should. I don't know, did y'all hear me take the sip of water as well? I took the sip of water. Okay, I don't know if y'all experience this, but I just experienced that right now. Like, you know when you have like your back is straight, but then like your neck is slouching, and I'm like, ugh. When will I be at peace with like good posture? I think. Oh, let me do some updates from yesterday to today. Yesterday was an oddball of a day for sure, but I think I mentioned that I was like, okay, I didn't get Lady Gaga tickets, so I'm gonna like get a tattoo instead. And then like as I'm like emailing the tattoo artist at like 3 a.m. in the morning, the tattoo artist like suddenly takes down their bookings, and I'm like, okay, I'm sending it anyway because they like just took it down. I'm like, okay, I think I can hopefully get in like the final slot for the tattoo. Thank God I submitted it though. Okay, thank God. I really hope that I do land a spot in their bookings. I really hope, because I like, I wanted, initially I want this like really big Sailor Pluto tattoo from this artist I like, but she lives in Singapore and that's a little unrealistic right now to like go to Singapore, or the artist come here to LA. Imagine if they came and like, I want to be a tattooed person, like, because once I get that Sailor Moon, that would be like, excuse me, Sailor Pluto, that would be on my other arm, which is, you know, the one arm that like the other side of my body that does not have tattoos. Anyway, I wanted this like cute like Sailor Pluto thing because I was like, okay, this person like specializes in making like animated art like look exactly the same on your body, so I wanted that. And I also wanted, I'm really into getting a neck tattoo, like really into it. Ugh, press the wrong key. And I also requested for like a placement near, not for a Sailor Moon tattoo, it's for a different tattoo. A placement near my like shoulder to neck area. So I'm pretty close to getting like, that's like close enough to getting a tech neck tattoo. Words are hard. Slurring words is hard. Or easy, I guess. Thinking is hard. Also, I feel like I'm in such a pickle. Like, I contacted this company for like a broken item and they did not get back to me, and I'm like, okay, first of all, you have an incorrect website or incorrect email listed on your website. Like, I presume they probably just misspelled it on mistake. So then I emailed like what I thought would be the correct spelling of the email, and no response yet. And I'm like, you're a company, you should be on top of that. And I also messaged him on Instagram and stuff. And if I don't, I'm like in a pickle. I'm like, if I don't get a response, I'm just gonna do a chargeback on PayPal. Not gonna lie. And I've never done that. And I'm like, I don't know. Well, I have done chargebacks or like refunds on PayPal. It's just like, this would be like a big one. Well, I guess things did happen to me in between the times that I streamed last night and then today, like at this very present moment. Unintentionally. Unheard of, really. Like things happening in my life. Like me and my childhood best friend, of whom I known for like almost 20 years at this point. She was like, we don't see each other often, and like I was like, oh, we should see each other again soon, because I hung out with her for her birthday. And then she was like, but then I'm gonna have no updates, because like she works like an office job, like as a receptionist or whatever, or like a data person. So she's like, oh, there was no drama, like nothing new happens, there's no like no tea brewing. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, dang, is this what our lives are succumbing to, like just redundancy? Yeah, I don't want that in my life. I don't want like a repetitive, redundant life. So you know, love the fact that my jobs are very sporadic. No, I don't love that. I don't know, it's just like the fact that you spend most of your life just working so hard just so you can have like 1 or 2 days of fun out of the month or out of the year. It just sounds awful. Like, you know, very much like I am very much, you know, seizing the moment, carpe diem, whatever. Carpe dentum, you know, that vibe. Honestly, I think that's like such a funny joke that came out of Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, it's just so ridiculous to me. Alright. My not knowing how to sit in a chair saga continues. I was like, what is this? And and it was just what is it? Maple Story music. Honestly, I don't really know why. I have a copyright free playlist, but like the Maple Story music's in the middle. And it's just like, oh, midway through it's like, okay. I'm hoping the song never actually I do wish this song came out on like a studio version, because it's kind of fun. It's like really fun. But I'm glad that it's not, so I can play it on my streams. Oh, see what I mean? A siren has come. It's only midday. I'm actually curious to know, like, was there actually a car chase? Because that was so many cars. But then also, like, it was 8 o'clock. I highly doubt, like, the roads would be free. Or maybe it was just something really important where, like, 7 cop cars, 7 ambulance trucks or whatever had to come by at the same time. I don't know. They were going so fast. I don't know. If y'all missed it, I think there was, like, a car chase this morning near my house, but it's unclear. My brain could just be making up stories of what I want to believe. Like, what is even reality right now? Let's 2D MMO. I started dreaming about this game. Like, I played this game way too much when I started dreaming about it. I'm like, okay. I think I was like, I can't remember why I was doing it. Earlier I remembered. Ooh! A 1-5 map opened? Oh my god, is this a dream come true even though I'm running out of wealth coupons? Thank god I looked over. uh I'm like just so focused right now to be like, okay, Jenna, don't miss the message, because I've definitely like not paid attention to the chat where a person like whispered me and I totally ignore it, because I don't even like who am I to like watch my own VOD like all the way through? Not me for sure, like not at all. So then I'm like, anyone who watches my streams and like can see the chat box in the bottom left corner, I'm just like, people could be spilling tea and I wouldn't even notice. Oh, thank god, thank god. Oh, my dream, my heart. Really appreciating the fact that she found me a map, or the seller found me a map. And it's at 70, kind of nice. The sad thing is like, I only have this map for another 40 minutes. Okay, my rotation's off, but it's fine, we'll fix it. Oh, I also realized I forgot to change familiars in a while. Whatever. Save. Then make sure to actually use your familiars after like doing that. Oh, yes, I have to do less work and more, and I probably get more here. Probably. I don't get how 1.4 does better for Pathfinders in Reboot. I just feel like you just have to jump so often. What the heck? Why is my back pet struggling still? Damn. When back pets unimpress you. I highly doubt that I'm gonna get that this move. Yeah. We're gonna skip that rotation and like reset it. Alright, back to doing this. So basically my stream has turned into like a repetitive. Whoa, it just hit me that like I hate doing repetitive things and yet I train in Maple. I hate that. Anyway, we're going back to the girls playlist. I think this is Exit or something? I don't know. It's just a remix of like K-pop girl group songs. I actually thought that this was like someone like who just happened to make music by themselves at home. Was it just like remixing and like singing? I was like, damn, you could be a singer yourself. But no, obviously they're talented K-pop idols. Did I ever finish my statement about like how I don't watch my own VODs? Yeah, I don't watch my own VODs because I just hate the way. I said yesterday that like, oh, you should just love your voice, like whatever. I just don't like the way that I am presenting. Like, I'm not well spoken. Like, you know how well spoken people speak? Definitely not like that sentence I just said right there. But yeah, my brain is going too fast, and my mouth is just also speaking just as fast. What the hell? Oh shit. My sherbet died, didn't it? Didn't it? Holy fuck. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That's actually painful. Me realizing that right now is so fucking painful. But I mean, I didn't really have an issue with like 2 familiars earlier. Or excuse me, 2 pets earlier in the other map. The Switch would have a breakdown with how much is on the screen. Honestly, the freaking Steam Deck. Stream Deck? Steam Deck. I hate the fact that company is called Steam. So close to like Stream. Anyway, yeah, I don't think the Stream Deck would work either. I don't even have pet food on like my key bindings. Oh shit, does that mean my Sharp Eyes wasn't up? Damn. But I guess I think it was up, since I would like press the button manually. Actually, I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see someone play MapleStory on a Steam Deck. Like a handheld console. Can you imagine? Well, actually, it's also the fact that like you need internet to play MapleStory, and it's like an offline, like on the go consoles are for offline situations. Either way, I would still be intrigued by it. I would watch that video to be like, so how does MapleStory perform on a console? I'm just gonna keep feeding my pet. Feed Sherbert. I don't think Sherbert has an auto feed pill. Auto feed skill. So I have to do it manually. And I don't want to buy one for him if he expires anyway. So it's just a real waste. I'm now spoiled with like pets that feed themselves, even though for the longest time I manually like fed them. And honestly, that's probably why I do pretty good with feeding them, because I'm so used to doing it. Honestly, sometimes I still press that same button. The button I just put pet food on, A. Let me know your key bindings so that we can all like be like not impressed or like shocked by each other's key bindings. Because mine are very odd. Like, there's a lot of keys on there that I don't press at all, and yet they're on there. When that's clear space for moves that I could be using instead. Oh, my Legion. No. No. I only have a 10-minute one left. That's sad. I can't even get more. And I forgot to set a timer earlier, but it's okay. At least I'm looking at it. What? Oh, there's still 19 seconds left. 9, 7. Not me skipping numbers. I hate this like 3 seconds like after the timer counts down that I have to wait before exchanging a new one. Like it adds up whenever you do a bunch of them, and then I'm like 3 minutes off my regular timer. Don't love that. Can't imagine it would play really well. Mobile has advanced a lot, but it's still needing improvement. The MapleStory mobile game, I don't get it. I also cannot figure out how to get back in my account. So RIP to my Kaiser. And I really should have hopped on the Pathfinder event since I am a Pathfinder, like right now. But my issue is just like I know it like can auto do things, but somehow my character still dies. I think you're still supposed to like enhance your equipment in game, but like I don't even do that. I just like I'm here for the 500 reward points. That's all, and not even that because I haven't done that in a while. I should really delete that app off my phone because I really don't play it at all. Recently, I haven't been in that like ever since I started streaming and such. I haven't really been on the mobile game life, which is actually wild to me because I can get pretty addicted to mobile games actually. So right now, I'm literally using my phone for social media. I hate that. Not even like audiobooks or like other things. Actually, I should start reading audiobooks while I train again. But it's like I need visual stimuli that isn't just this. Because I used to do that. I used to read audiobooks while I'm playing Maple. But now I'm doing movies. I don't know. Either way, I'll eventually get to it, hopefully. Hopefully. Also, I think it's also the content that I've been trying to read. Because I've been trying to read like a women and gender studies book, and as like thought-provoking as they are, it doesn't mesh well. I'm like looking at a 2D MMO game. Like the books I like to listen to while I'm training are like lighthearted and it's like a story. I'm probably gonna read like a true crime book next. Yes, I am a fan of the audiobooks because like I said, audio and visuals are my thing. Mainly audios. Audiobooks are really fun. They're really immersive for me. Like the best combination is like having someone read the book for you while you like look at the words. But I don't know, I'm in this weird spot where I feel like books are really pertinent and really important to the world, right? Like physical paper. But at the same time, like I don't have enough shelf space for like books I want. And also it's like I don't often read a book twice that's like on my shelf. Well, I can easily do that on an audiobook. And it, saves paper, saves like space, essentially. I don't know. But there is something so like perfect about a book. Something so perfect. You prefer paper books? Me too. Like if it has a hard book, I'm just like, ugh. I actually really prefer like softcover, but mainly it's because like I always read on my bed, and like when the book falls on you and like it's sharp, and it hurts my face whenever it falls. It's like your phone, if your phone falls on your face. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also I've done the Kindle thing before. Like for class, I would always buy ebooks because then it's so easy to like search up something on your ebook on your computer to be like, look at this word. I guess the ideal, actually, what I used to do was like, if I had an ebook online, I would just auto, scan a paragraph, not scan it, just do the, accessibility, text-to-speech feature. That's what I would do, like listen to the audio. So I guess, technically ebooks, but then technically audible, like technically audiobooks. Very buff. I'm gonna presume that I did not. But also, I don't know, when was the last time y'all read a book? That's the real question. For me, it's probably the Twilight books. Or not the Twilight book, the Edward's Perspective Twilight book. It was so bad. It was such a bad book. Like, I saw this tweet that said, Twilight may be a cultural phenomenon, but you can't convince me that Stephanie Meyer can write a good book. And I agree so hard. Like, I really do like the Twilight franchise, but like, damn, she cannot write a good book. You use ebooks a lot, but it's not the same. Yeah, it really isn't. There's something so nice about like flipping paper as well. like I say this because I'm a person that takes notes on their computer. Like I say that, and yet like I like to take notes on my computer because it's faster, but the feeling of like flipping paper is very nice. What's happening? Why is my rotation down? It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Oh. Oh, I just did my rotation wrong. Damn. Time to swap familiars again because I'm a mess. At least every time I swap it, I'm checking on the familiars. Oh, I don't have enough of my relic gauge. Oh no. Oh no, absolutely throwing. I already feel exhausted for the day, and yet I have so much more to do today. It's alright. Did you all hear when I tried to combine okay and alright? Wow, backpet's actually working? Wild. Glad I noticed here on this map that my backpack was dead. Anyway, I'm really interested in like reading the what is it, the Avatar Kyoshi book. I'm really interested in like expanding the Avatar lore in my head, but will I? I don't know. There's already 2 Kyoshi books. The last book you read was probably Julie B for your slavery history class. Ooh. Nice. I don't know the premise of like that book. Is it like a historical or like a fictional? Yeah, I don't know. My favorite genre is young adult actually, which is really funny. Young adult, like YA books. Cause like I like the fantasy aspect of like. I also really like dystopian stuff. I think that's also a reason why Gen Zers are like so willing to like speak their mind and like quote unquote be woke. I don't like that terminology. It's just like, you know, being aware of the world. And you know, social. Anyway, yeah, I feel like that's why like Gen Zers are the way they are, because we grew up with like Hunger Games and like basically these like seeing these corrupt systems in play in books, and yet that's what's happening in the world, like these corrupt systems at play at work. So I feel like that's why like the youth is more willing to speak out, because we don't want to be treated that way. And it's like a good change for everyone, not gonna lie. But I hate the fact that like I really do like the romance aspect of like books like that. Like there's always like some romance and I'm like into it. I'm like, oh, I'm into the romance. And yet I'm in this like anti-romantic part. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it here. Like, I was just thinking, I was like, the person I had a previous crush on, I'm like, did we even have something? Because I'm like, I'm not feeling that spark anymore. I'm like, was I delusional? Was I delusional? I perhaps was like delusional. I thought we had something, but we probably didn't have anything. Fictional book based on antebellum South slave states and black perspective of slavery and civil war. Oh, that sounds really interesting actually. Hopefully it was a good one. I remember reading this book for my Japanese class and I was just like, this is a literal waste of time. Actually, I should preface that it was not a Japanese class. It was a class in Japan for my women and gender studies like major, which I already took this class, but I I went on the Japan trip for my internship. I literally went to Japan for like an internship because I had like the director of one of my majors clear that for me. They're like, oh, you can intern in Japan basically, like by taking that like class again, but it was like by a different professor. Anyway, the premise of the situation does not matter, but the book was just so bad, like so bad. I was like, this book wasted my fucking time. Like, I still have that book somewhere in my house presumably, but I'm so upset at it. I was like, this book is literally nothing. I think it's called Twinkle Twinkle or something like that. Something. Yeah, pretty good book, depressing but good. Oh yes, yes. We love those. That's me and The Handmaid's Tale. Depressing, but good. Like, I really hate what they did with the show. I mean, at the same time, I'm into it because I'm like, again, I'm like a sucker for love stories, like June and Nick. Whoa. But in the book, I like how it's like open-ended, and also it's just like so scary that literally could have been, can be the world right now. Like every day we get closer to that scenario. Crying, especially in the Trump era of like government policies, like the fact that like everyone in, you know, the Oval Office is essentially Caucasian. Yeah, but hopefully we do not regress back into that. I'm hoping for the best. I really am. Wow, am I killing too fast? I might be. Oh, I keep hitting my buff button without actually like getting the buff. Oh my god. We are nearing the end of our stream somehow. How has time passed so quickly? I'm kind of like sad that this is gonna be like my last time on 2x drop, because look at how many bags are dropping. Like, it's so nice. So useful. So perfect. And yet next time's just gonna fuck that up. I've also been noticing I've been cursing a lot, but I feel like my mood is just reflective of that. I feel like my mood just hasn't been super good. And it's really nothing really. Maybe it's like still the financial issues, but I don't know, it's something about it just feeling a little off. All you depressed folks on Lexapro or like any other SSRI or MAO inhibitors or like tricyclics, whatever the other one is, let me know how you all feel. Y'all, my friend's about to pick me up at 1:30. Can I put on some makeup and make it look good by 1:30? I basically have like 30 minutes to like get ready, get dressed, and do my makeup if I end up doing that. I don't think I'm gonna do my makeup. Unless I do like a graphic liner or something. I don't know. Maybe I could. Me brainstorming. I don't know if you all like, you definitely not. No one else does this in this chat anyway. But like for me, sometimes I like plan out makeup looks. I'm like, oh, tomorrow or like for this event I'm gonna do this. Like sometimes I'll do a test run, but most of the time I just wing it on the day of, and it's really awful. It's really not a good idea, but I do it anyway. So I'm trying to think right now, like what can I pull off in a short amount of time that looks presentable? Because I feel like right now I do not look presentable. I don't know, I feel like my dark circles are dark. What's happening right now? Am I crashing? Yep, I crashed. Yep. We love that. We love a cute little crash in the game. Great game, everyone. Literally, I did not crash a single time when I was not streaming. And yet I crashed 3 times. Like yesterday I crashed during my stream twice. And then right now. At least my buffs are up, I guess. I think my Legion was already down, so we're good. Damn, I don't have enough in my gauge. And I just look like an idiot just trying to like proc my move. Yeah, all the bags expired, like, as well. That's painful. Is this game prone to crashing a lot? Yeah, it really is. But for me, I feel like whenever my friends discuss and have discourse about like the game crashing a lot, I don't feel like I can relate. But like, I don't know why I was crashing. Because typically the game does not crash on me, but like when it does, that's when you know like the game is rough. There was a time where the game kept crashing so badly, like every 20 minutes I would say it would crash. It was really bad. And I'm like, this is a game going on, it's closer to 20 years of being a thing. Like, this game is almost 20 years old. Why in the heck are there like still server instability? That's so common to be like, oh, is it? It's definitely not my computer, it's the game crashing. Like, it's just like a normal thing where the game would crash. I feel like if you just go into any like MapleStory streams, like, I'm presumed that they crash at least once. Nexon, the heck? Absolutely, yeah. That is the question we also have as people who play this game. Like, what? How? It's a 2D MMO. Like, what are you doing that, like, causes you to crash? Like, it's not that serious. Like, I can see other games crashing, like other MMOs, like for sure if Lost Ark crashed, like that makes sense, but why MapleStory? It should be able to handle whatever this is. Developers these days, I swear, I think it's just Nexon, like the company itself. It's just like really lazy work. Which is why I'm like, maybe I should just apply for this job, because it seems like no one does their job here. And that's T. I hope they, if I do apply, I hope they never find this channel. I mean, to be fair, it's like public opinion though. I guess it's just my personal opinion about a game that's public. This is why I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, why do I even play this game? I don't even like it that much, to be honest. Like, my life could also be much better without playing this game. People have gotten hurt for a lot less criticism. Oh yeah. I mean, all T, I'd rather have the game crash a bunch than have like the company be accused of like sexual allegations and stuff. Now that I put that out there, now I have to look, does Nexon have that? But then also, it's like, how many women do they hire in their company? There's nothing too like overwhelming just quite yet. We'll see in the future. We'll see if anything plays out in the future. Like, whatever Riot did to like settle their lawsuit was definitely not fucking enough. Like I was like, you all are being so fucking greedy. Like you're a like, like everything that Riot did with the discrimination of like women in the workplace, like sexual harassment, like stuff like that. That shit pisses me off so badly. Like I can handle rude people. I can't handle if you're like into sexual harassing people or like into just inappropriate behavior towards people like, I don't know, 10 years younger than you. Yeah, I'm not into it at all. So whenever I experience that or like see that, I get pissed off, and I've been experiencing that and seeing that recently, so I'm pissed off. There you go. That's the tea. Riot has gone downhill as a company anyway, so not surprising. It was crazy. I think I saw one of the developers that designed a certain character game in League of Legends, and people are like messaging this person like, wow, this character, why the fuck would you make this character? Like, this is like the worst character in the game. Like, okay, like they just designed it. Like, what did they have to do? Like, even if you don't have to play the character, I feel like if you don't want to play a certain character, then don't fucking play it, right? I actually don't know how League of Legends works in like the character selection screen, but I feel like, you know, your dismay can be easily fixed, if that's even like the correct application of the word. Like, you don't have to play this character that the person created at all. I don't know, that game just promotes like the culture of that game, but also like the culture of the company just like go hand in hand. Basically anyone who's like go unalive yourself in a game, like people who where the culture is like normal like that, that's an issue for me. I'm like, why are you letting that shit slide? Like, that is not appropriate talk to anyone. And Riot, do better. League fans can be so negative and toxic. It's not everyone, but League fans are bad. Yeah, that's literally why I've never played that game in my life and have not been interested in it, because I can handle myself, but it's just like little incels. Like, what the fuck? Like, calm the fuck down. Like, are you a competitive like person? Like, is this like, are you in a competition right now? Like, are you competing? Is that why you want me to unalive myself? Because you're just so fucking butthurt about your game? Like, make it make sense, mama. Like, really? That's the verbiage you're gonna use? Just, people who talk like that online, please do better. I can't. But I also think it's, in my opinion, like, oh, there has to be like a certain amount of base of people who play that game who are like still in their teens and stuff. But even then, I'm like, I don't know if I could approve of that toxic behavior. I'm a little confused right now. I have 7 minutes left for my stream was supposed to end. I was supposed to end my stream at 1:03, but I'm gonna be ending my stream at 10. Wait, what? At 1:07. What happened to the 4 minutes? I'm confused. Oh, I made a decent amount of money. Nice. Shout out to the drops that are happening right now. My item drop is 78%, and that means I did not fucking have my familiars out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate myself. I fucking hate myself. Crying, crying. That's fine. League of Legends is a serious game to many people. If you start messing up, they will take it so personally. I mean, I can understand it. It is a serious game, but also it's like, hello, this is reality. And in reality, if you're gonna take it so fucking personally, then how about you be a regular human being and like remember that other people are on the other side of the screen? I don't know. Like, I just don't know. What's in it? What's in you that has that like verbiage of like toxicity? Like, y'all are just projecting, really. You are really just projecting about like whatever's going on. Also, let me know if y'all hate my music choices, because I feel like I've been playing the same like playlist every time I stream Maple, so hopefully it's not too annoying quite yet. Yeah, hopefully it's fine. I mean, I personally don't get annoyed by like listening to the same songs that I like over and over again, but I'm sure it does annoy other people. Alright, we just changed familiars, so that means this is done. And why did I click on the gasoline thing twice? I full on panicked, huh? I thought I only clicked it once. I didn't really rank up that many familiars. This was not the goal of what was happening today. The goal was to keep up my wealth gain. and I did not, and I'm a little sad about it, but it's okay. We made, for 2 hours, actually, we made a substantial amount of money. Actually, we did not. I think I started with 700 or something like that. Damn. Never mind. I was humbled. Alright, we should be good now. Honestly, I think I'm starting to like lose steam right now. I'm like, wait. Am I okay? Honestly, why do I keep saying the word honestly? I think you should presume that everything I'm saying is honest. But I guess it's like my introductory like statement, like then, quote unquote, therefore, blah blah blah. Anyway. Like my transitional word in a paper. I forgot my train of thought because I was too busy like talking about like transitional words. What I'm trying to say is that if I remember at 6 a.m. like I would wake up at 5 a.m. to go to school. I would leave to go at like 6:30. Get there by 7. And by the time it's 12 o'clock, I would be a little delusional. I'd be like, okay, I'm not having it. Like classes where it starts at 11:30 and goes to 12:45. It was a little rough. That's a very bad time frame to have a class because that's most people it's like eating time. But for me, it's just like my brain needs a mental break at this point. Very bad time actually. But honestly, I keep saying that. But I did have classes where it was like 8. I had an 8 to 9:15, and then I had 9:30 to 10:45. Then I would have like an 11 to 12, and then I would leave for the entire day. That was great. It was my first year of college. It was very much like boom, 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 out. And then like I got to my second year, it was like I couldn't find a class, and my only class of the day would be at 2 p.m. and I would still get there at the same time every day in the morning because the parking was that bad. Honestly, I truly made time for myself at like from what is it, from 7 o'clock to 2 p.m. Like I would just do nothing all day, not even like, because my brain really couldn't function. I was like burnt out at that point. Then I have to go home and like make up for the lost time, even though I could have been like doing work. It's fine. I survived college quite well, I would say, university quite well. See, in moments like this, I have really great posture, but like I want to crack my back. But if I was wearing like my back trainer, my waist trainer, my back brace, I would not be able to crack my back. I wonder if y'all can hear if I crack my back. I did crack my back a little bit, but I don't know if y'all heard it. Yeah, university wasn't bad. Yeah. Although I feel like I'm in a very privileged position to say that because my jobs were on campus. Like I can't even imagine if you had to like drive to like a whole different like county or like city in order to like go and work. That sounds awful. You know, one of my dear friends in university actually streams on Twitch as well, and like they never stream in the same time frame that I do, and I would love to raid them sometime, but unfortunately that's not the case. That would be rough. Yeah, people who commute, like that would be awful. I mean, it says like me as well, also a commuter, but like at least my jobs are on campus. Did I rebuff? I'm gonna assume that I did. Alright. The last 6 minutes of the stream. Actually wild that I was able to pull this off. I'm like flabbergasted at myself. Oh my god, I didn't realize that like my friend had like pinged me and be like, a map's open. That's really I really appreciated that. Compensation stuff, nice. I need to rewatch the VOD to see like how much money I started out with, and then like so I can pity myself later. Oh, it's only 40%. Not bad, not bad at all. I truly talked about nothing for 2 hours. What is this? A regular Jenna stream. Oh god, I didn't even think about the fact that like I'm also gonna be working out essentially soon. Okay. Oh, my YouTube has decided that I'm no longer here. Yes, continue watching. Gosh, didn't they learn anything from yesterday and being like, yes, I'm still here. Yes, I am still watching. I'm kind of sad. We only got Sherbet for 30 days, which is my vac pet, and having vac pets are so nice. But I'm not willing to spend 20 bill on getting a vac pet. And that's just the end of the line. I will just struggle a little bit more. Just a little. I'd rather have a B-Boy, to be honest, which is... Yeah, I'd rather have a B-Boy. I mean, they're basically like cute characters you can dress up. They provide a shop, and they provide your buffs to stay up. Like, what else could you ask for? Except I probably cannot get my hands on a B-Boy at all. If anyone's selling a B-Boy in Aurora, let me know. And hopefully it is under 20 bill. Actually, I can't even afford one, now that I think about it. 20 bill? Imagine having 20 bill. Like, I don't know how people make money fast in this game. Obviously, you probably might play the market and play the stocks or whatever that is happening, but that's not me. That's not me. Me? A capitalist in the game? Absolutely not. Okay, that's at 4. So I think I might just get it to 5 and then call it a day. Whoa, I yawned. I'm not a yawner. Oh no. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just need like water and a meal. We'll be fine. This is literally what I would do in university. Like if I was like yawning, I would like drink a lot of water. I would like chug a lot of water. Cause it kept me like from falling asleep. And it kept me doing an activity and I could just focus on doing that one thing and not falling asleep in class. Even though I very much did like fall asleep in class every now and then. Oh, I gotta message my seller. If anyone wants a 1.5 map, anyone Maple Story friends are listening, this one's now open. I really do like this song a lot. I'm glad that I'm ending my stream on this song. This is a song that like I would normally sing along to. Free croissants. Oh my god, Jess. Free croissants. They're not fucking past my bird, my tornado. What? I saw her. I saw her and then she... What? Maybe she's on her frenzy rotation or something. But I'm gonna still keep going until I sell. And then we are going to end stream. Until I sell, until I pay off for the services. For the services, darling. Now I have 20 minutes to get ready. Oh lordy. Lordy? It's fine. I'm not gonna do my makeup. I'm just gonna get dressed and it'll be fine. It's fine. Oh, I love her look. Yay! Yay, we're done! Goodbye, 2x. Goodbye. It's kind of bittersweet right now. I'm like, dang. So also, any friends who want this 1-5 map, channel 1, let's go. Aw. Goodbye, 2x. You were nice while I had you. I'm just gonna message. Does anyone want 1-5? Anyway. Is anyone streaming? Copper Sand is streaming, but I'm not gonna raid like a Mapler. No, I'm not doing that. Anyway, that's it for me now. Thank you all for hanging out in this like early stream. It was very nice. I'm gonna go now because my friend's supposed to be here in 20 minutes. So I gotta go. Thank you to everyone who came by. Thank you, Barca. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Luigi. Thank you to everyone who's lurking as well. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. When I see you, have a good day. Yes, I hope you have a great day as well. Yeah, have a great... What day is it? Tuesday. Have a great Wednesday, Thursday, and I will see you all on Friday. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, goodbye.